Utesh. Well, for the ambush, number 77, Drun, Torellini, Twanner, 1, Gibbs. What we do tonight? We have a
to play direct right away. Ball into the boards. No foul as Hakan takes control. One Bobby Hurwitz. Ball long. Our Raptors. Shooting the Raptors right away. Looks like they had a sharp start. You know, we're already only a minute and a half into the game with some shots away. Have a corner kick here for St. Louis, who's lining up with some right footers. Good block by Nico Williams. Setting up for another corner kick.
No. You got it, or?
Ooh, another block by Pat Kelly, covering that back post. And Raptors clear out the zone. And that looks out of play. Quick changes for the Iowa Raptors. Okay, choosing to roll short. Ball through the middle to Sariv Rukakiza. Finding Bobby Hurwitz up top, who holds the ball for the Raptors, who can now recycle and keep possession. Ooh, good opportunity. Snuffed out by St. Louis. Our Raptors keeping the ball in their offensive fourth. St. Louis is going to look to counterattack quite a lot this game. They proved effective in the counterattack yesterday. Pressing the ball, great shot, and save by Hakan. And St. Louis recycling back through the defense. Have gained the yellow line. Looking to play longer to the corner. Good defense. And a foul. That one is a bit of a bailout call. You know, you have them under pressure. You don't need to foul there, and now Raptors can clear their lines a bit and move the ball up the field. Okay, David doing well to keep possession of the ball. Patrick Kelly now off to the wing. Okay, now St. Louis is having to sit back just a little bit more. Good defense, tucking back inside onto the pivot. Oh, a nifty shoulder pass there. Love to see that. Lots of skill here in indoor soccer. And well defended. So St. Louis will have the ball, still 0-0. 11:30 left in the first quarter. I've already had multiple chances to score, but no one putting in a shot in the back of the net. Raptors choosing to have two on the wall here off the near boards, but no runner to the near board. Great ball from the goalkeeper there. Oh, and just missed. Hakan coming out to take away the angles, but it's a fantastic ball out of the back from the goalkeeper. Good pressure there. Another ball off the near boards. And Raptors pushing the ball into the neutral zone. Well won by St. Louis. And we'll see if Raptors can hold on to possession here. Push back behind their yellow. able to make a couple changes, getting the rest of their shift in. And here we see St. Louis back in their 2-2-1 zone. Point of the zone here will kind of take away the two sides, try to split those defenders from being able to play each other. Looked like a foul, no blue card though. As 28 there tried to play a wall pass around Pat Kelly, who stood his ground, giving up the foul but stopping the counterattack.
Raptors on the defensive end. Austin with the ball. St. Louis ambush trying to make 2-2-1, same as the one we saw yesterday, exploiting the power of Anthony Gordon up top and the experience of Tony Torriellini in the build-up. Ball win by Angelo Oquendo. Foul call on St. Louis ambush. No blue card. Checking in, we have Avalos, we have De La Torre, Thomas, and Hurwitz. Thomas with the ball. Finds Avalos. Avalos with De La Torre. De La Torre pushes up. Finds Avalos again. Ball to Hurwitz, who fights with Yaya. Yaya with the ball against Utesh. Good interference by the keeper. Great anticipation by Dawson Swearigan. We can see a lot of intensity in today's game. Everybody wants the ball, everybody wants to win. We'll see if they can keep up due to the fact that they had a game yesterday with a lot of intensity too. A lot of the same players getting a lot of minutes. Avalos on defensive roll against the wall. No foul call. Austin keeps the ball. Sarr with the ball in the midfield. Almeida checking in for the ambush. Out of bounds. It's going to be a kick for the Raptors.
Still got a few slots left for some young Raptor fans. They can come on over. We're going to have
Ball being played from the goalkeeper, Hakon Utesh.
meet up here by the sound with about 3 minutes remaining in the match.
They erased it. They erased it. Oquendo with the ball. Finds Peterson. Peterson takes on the 1v1. Gives the ball to Pat Kelly. Takes a touch. Ball retrieved by Lapan Islas and goes back to Peterson. Islas checks out and Hurwitz comes in. Ball with Nico Williams. Hurwitz with the ball. Finds Kelly. Finds Peterson. There's a lot of cohesion on the defensive block of St. Louis. Torriellini wins the ball back. Finds Gordon. Carides with the long ball. Torriellini. Carides. Ambush gets some subs. Yaya coming in. Long ball interfered by Peterson. The young player Newman with the ball. Takes on one. Maintains the ball. Good effort from Aiden Newman. Ball retrieved from Carides. Finds Yaya again. Ball in the middle interfered by Peterson. Finds Newman. Newman to Dawson. Swearigan with the ball. Great use of the subs from the Raptors as Swearigan came in just to win that ball and retain possession. Perez with space, and there's gonna be a foul, no blue card.
So this game right now, pretty open. Both sides having chances. Most of these chances in this first quarter coming to St. Louis. Close to a media timeout, as that usually comes around 7-minute mark, but they're gonna let the free kick happen first. Just two on the wall. Ball tried to go across the top of the box, snuffed out by our Raptors. Resetting here with the keeper. And a bit too direct. Hakan collects and chooses to throw long to Bobby Hurwitz, who will start the press in the defensive quarter. Bobby Hurwitz putting on good pressure, winning the ball back. Looked like a clean tackle from up here. Good work from Bobby Hurwitz to try to win the ball back there. And here is the 1-2-2 zone, which works out well for St. Louis there. And they maintain possession. Well done from St. Louis. Oh, good turn.
Nice defense down there, number 8, Pat Kelly.
And St. Louis collects again. Looking to get the full line change, 3 off for St. Louis. This last one now coming off. Good pressure in the back. Goalkeeper dealt well with it. Now they keep possession. Remember, they cannot go back to the goalkeeper now more than once. So the pressure from the Raptors proving well. Ooh, good save from Hakan. Cleaning up a bit of a mistake there in the back. Still 0-0. Looked like a clean tackle there in the corner. Cedar Rapids still being held to very few shots on goal. Most opportunities here coming from St. Louis, who will reset there, getting the last couple changes. Ball dumped into the corner. All right, Raptors settling in, go for the double on the boards, off the near board, and a great save from Hawken, who is screaming at his defenders to not leave somebody as open on that near board as we just saw there. That shot was probably going into the corner, but Hawken with a big leg held out there, able to keep it 0-0. So 5 minutes into the first quarter, how do you think the game's going so far?
A lot of intensity, a lot of good players, a lot of talent. You can tell they played yesterday. They know a little bit their system a lot better. You can see a lot of organization from both teams. Right now, it's a game of who makes the less mistakes. Hutesh maintaining the Raptors on the game with a 0-0. Great saves, big player coming in with experience, with talent. Ambush showing off their skills, their talent, their organization. Looks like Hurwitz, as the captain, is taking over with the word. Coach from Ambush is trying to make some changes. They do not look happy with what they've seen. A lot of missed opportunities from Ambush. There's some notable absences in the Raptors today, as we have our captain, Jake Johnson, of course, here with us coming in the game due to sickness. We also have an important absence with Leo Malecki, who played yesterday, due to injury, as it's going to be a kick from Swanner on the Ambush, trying to get the first goal of the game. Raptors decide to defend with 2 guys on the wall. Fine, another big save, and another one from Hakun Utesh.
St. Louis putting on the pressure here in the beginning. Looks like we have an injury down on the field. Patrick Kelly, who seems shooken up on the play. Patrick Kelly is one of the Raptors players with lots of experience, involved in set pieces, power plays, leader on the field, so hopefully he is all right. Athletic trainer coming down to join in on the action. Is D. Wilkies, athletic trainer who's come along with the St. Louis Ambush. And Patrick Kelly getting up to his feet. Seems to be walking all right. Indoor is definitely one of those games that are very rough, especially coming off a game yesterday. It's going to be a battle. So hopefully the guys are up for it. Hopefully Pat's okay. In the neutral zone. And St. Louis now with some time to pick up again. Snuffed out defensively from Dawson Swearingen. Now, there was an opportunity there to counterattack, but wise decision there to pull it back as we see some rotations now, substitutions coming in. And here we see St. Louis settle into that 2-2-1 zone. Bobby Hurwitz on the near boards, able to get through their press. Shot off the boards. Good block there defensively. St. Louis choosing to dump in behind the defense. And Raptors able to win it back in the offensive zone. Oh, and there's a big opportunity there from Bobby Hurwitz. First big save from St. Louis's goalkeeper. And now the Raptors choosing to reset that ball. Okay, full line change from the Iowa Raptors. Most of St. Louis also getting a change on there, so not able to take advantage of keeping the St. Louis team on in that 2-2-1 zone, forcing boards, able to find David, who will possess the ball. And lucky to pick up a foul there. As St. Louis always looking to break on the counterattack, it's dangerous if the ball is given up there in the neutral zone. And that's a moment right there where teams played back-to-back games. Nothing, I would say, too physical there, but a little bit of snippiness between the players. Looks like a team warning issued against St. Louis as well. Good work defensively from St. Louis there. Looking to counterattack. Good block. And St. Louis will collect in the neutral zone. There's Pat Kelly sprinting to apply pressure onto the ball. Looks like he's recovered well. St. Louis having three guys kind of occupying the same space there, unable to get a quick combination off on top of the box. Battle on the near boards between Raptors and St. Louis here as we have 3 minutes left, 0-0 game in the first quarter. So low scoring, but we had many opportunities on frame. Both goalkeepers coming up with some pretty big saves here early in the match. But in indoor soccer, expectation is there's going to be a lot of goals scored. Has several ups and downs throughout the game, ebbs and flows. So both teams having a good chance to feel each other out yesterday, ready to start ramping up the intensity right away.
Carides take a shot off the wall, retrieved by Kelly, plays it long. Carides against Newman, finds Sorellini. Against Carides. Ball retrieved by keeper Utesh. Raptors getting some subs. Utesh tries to find Bobby Hurwitz. Ball's loose. It looks like a 5-bit twin. Dawson Swaringen, who uses his footwork skills to get that ball. And find Ruka Keys. Peterson with the ball. Utesh. He keeps going on. Wins the yellow line. Tries to find Hurwitz. Use the wall. Save by Gibbs. Acrobatic kick from Hurwitz, who does not find the ball, does not find the net, and that ball is out of bounds. That's a great pass from the goalkeeper, Hakun Utesh, who wins the yellow line and provides his team with a great opportunity against the goal, just in front of the field.
So Bobby Hurwitz coming back from injury, seems to be moving pretty well there. Okay, Iowa Raptors looking to capitalize on a set-piece opportunity, but unable to. Ball resets with Hawken. St. Louis settling into their zone again. Ball played into Bobby Hurwitz. Goalkeeper coming out to clear the ball away well. St. Louis looking to break, and one back from the Iowa Raptors. Well done to keep possession of the ball there. And Bobby Hurwitz asking for a substitution. Ball come in, David Lapanislas. Ball swinging to Patrick Kelly. Finding the forward's feet, Angelo Cuno. Did well to pick up the foul there. Not quite as opportunistic as the top of the box, but getting a foul at the yellow line. So into the game is Nico Williams, who will set up down low. Two stepping into the ball there at the same time, still able to get a shot away. Goalkeeper, who's a pretty big guy. I mean, I'm 6'2", and kind of talking to him yesterday, he feels like 6'4" or something like that. He might have the top corners battened down pretty well. Might have to find, testing him out low to see if he can, have some vulnerabilities. But did well yesterday in the game. And another foul. Now those fouls are not dangerous to give away. They're, gambles where if they win the ball there, then they're immediately in on goal. So very risky spot to lose the ball. But that's about the third in the neutral zone, pressing that last defender. 2-2-1 zone here. They are basically Iowa Raptors seeing if they could find some vulnerabilities. There's that pressure. There's the ball. Into the corner, finding in or choose marks defensively, demanding the ball there in the back. And St. Louis. Good layoff and roll. No one else in the middle of the box to help clean that up. That was a dangerous opportunity there to finish off the quarter, but we are tied 0-0, which is the fewest amount of goals I've seen in a while. I think these types of games that are low scoring like this usually happen when you get closer to playoff time, so it could mean that both teams, now that they've had a chance to feel each other out yesterday, are just dialing in, playing tougher defense, and are looking to close out this 3-game series with their last game being played next week on Thursday, with the upper hand on the opponent. And I believe the last game of the season, St. Louis is going to be at home with Iowa Raptors traveling in March. So these teams will see each other a lot here in this short span of time, and then we'll have a game much later off to end the regular season.
Using this break, we gotta make sure people know out here it's 0-0, very tight game. Definitely is not lack of intensity. It's a lot of big opportunities saved by both keepers who have been doing great jobs on both defensive sides. Both Gibbs and Utesh have been coming in big for their respective teams. And as we take this opportunity to also thank our sponsors who make this possible tonight, including Top Chef VM, the Powerhouse, DoubleTree, Cancun, La Cantina, Miguel Construction, and Double C's, where we will be hosting the after party tonight after the game. Both teams get together right now to discuss how they want to take on forward going on into the second quarter. If you're not following us on social media, make sure you do on the Iowa Raptors Facebook and Instagram, where you guys can be posted about upcoming games, important player information, and our sponsors related information too. All right, get ready to start off the second period. Checking in for the Raptors, we have Avalos, we have Kelly, we have Hakun Utish in goal, Chase Peterson, Isaiah Thomas, and David Lapinislas. For ambush, we have Swanner, Vicario, Perez, Drun, number 2, Austin.
As we start the second quarter, something to pick up on if you're new to indoor soccer is now that the teams have switched sides, the benches and their location is it becomes a really big deal. As you see, the Iowa Raptors are able to possess here in the offensive half. The ambush are not able to sub as easily defensively since their bench is located farther away. Obviously, this pertaining to both teams. Good save from the goalkeeper there. St. Louis again getting a very dangerous opportunity on the counterattack. They're looking to double right away as well. Patrick Kelly slow to get up on his feet, but looks like he is going to be fine. Iowa Raptors able to get some changes off. And here we see the 2-2-1 zone from St. Louis. Looks like Tony and Nico moving the ball up the back. Dawson Swearingen on the side. Good feet from Tony there. St. Louis doing a good job of pressure cover. Angelo Kindo in the corner. And resetting. Dangerous pass off the boards, collected from Bobby Hurwitz, who cuts inside, plays across. St. Louis now having been on for a bit, probably feeling it in the legs. Ball across, laid off. And there's a decent opportunity, snuffed away from St. Louis, but now Raptors getting offensive chances here. Oh, and a good save from the goalkeeper as Angelo Kindo played the ball to himself off the near boards, trying to take advantage of some tired legs. Another shot away, collecting here from the Raptors. And again, since the bench is far away for St. Louis, Iowa Raptors able to get a sub on while St. Louis is unable to and have to keep their players on. Ball into the corner and headed out of bounds. We'll see if the referees give that as the top of the box. Essentially, not all of those plays are going to be a top of the box. It is a top of the box if the player intentionally puts the ball out of bounds from within their own defensive quarter. So when they're behind their own yellow and kick the ball out of bounds straight away, then a dangerous set piece opportunity happens where the ball goes on top of the box. Iowa Raptors now resetting. De La Torre cutting in on his right foot, ball to the back post, just missing wide. And David with the left foot, not a bad opportunity, but again, held pretty tightly from the goalkeeper, shot coming up pretty high there. Now Iowa Raptors putting on some pressure. Goalkeeper playing the ball straight up the field. Collected well from St. Louis, who have now won it in the neutral zone. Good defensive double team on the boards. Ball going into Angelo Kindo, who uses that little bit of experience just to hold on to possession of the ball so a change can be made. And quick ball down the corner. And the first goal of the match coming from Kikis, who played the ball down the line and kept his run going, able to pick it up on top of the box and find the corner. Now, this is one of those things where is the floodgates going to open now that one goal's been scored, now that blood has been shed? Are we going to see a tight match still continue on here? As we still have about 12 minutes, 11:47 left in the first half. Iowa Raptors have an opportunity here to ride some momentum. St. Louis has an opportunity to respond here, who arguably have had more opportunities in the first half so far. And there you go, right away with an opportunity that was just put high.
Great opportunity from Torellini. as he goes on offense. And just going back to the Raptors goal, great effort as Avalos scored non-assisted and committed to the play and was persistent enough to go after two defenders. Raptors defending, Swargan on defensive role. There's a player down, number 11, Isaiah Thomas. Ball keeps being played, won by Sarif Rukakis. Keeps pushing up, the ball has been stopped as the Raptors had an opportunity. Jake, would you like to jump on this one?
Well, there's some contention here is if there's an injury potentially on the field and it's a head injury, then a referee's instruction is to stop the play immediately. I'm not exactly sure what the injury is, but it looks like it is on a lower appendage. So tough. If it looks like it's a possible injury to the head or neck, game is supposed to stop right away so the player can get attended to. Raptors complaining there because they were on a counterattack and possibly had a goal-scoring opportunity. But, you know, decisions can go one way or the other. There's still lots of game to be played. Looks like St. Louis will have an opportunity to drop behind the ball here. And Isaiah has an opportunity to get to the bench. Seems to be limping, but hopefully okay. Again, indoor soccer is a rough game, so hopefully everyone stays healthy here. Now there's a bit of the last, I would say, couple minutes there where St. Louis had switched and gone man-to-man, but now settled back into a 2-2-1 zone. Raptors pressing to try to win the ball back right away and does so. St. Louis doing well along the boards. That's an opportunity where it should be top of the box, but looks like a deflection happened from Bobby Hurwitz, so ball will be out of bounds for St. Louis. Notice our Raptors are going to be in a man-to-man defensive structure here. Ball down the boards. Our Raptors able to collect and start to push up the field. Looks like St. Louis still opting to sit back into that 2-2-1 zone, easily collecting that thrown ball. Our Raptors pressing here to not give up the neutral zone. Looks like ball directly out of bounds. This will be a top of the box. So again, one of those situations where if you clear it out of your own defensive fourth, directly out of bounds before it touches anyone or anything else, other team is allowed to have a ball on top of the box, which is a pretty dangerous opportunity, especially for some of the shooters that we have within that offensive set. We have Patrick Kelly lining up on point. We have Bobby Hurwitz down low on the right. We have Angelo lining up to the right of Patrick Kelly and Tony to his left, opting to go to Angelo, who puts a ball easily in the corner there, finally hitting a shot low on a keeper who has saved absolutely everything high. Seems like we've gotten a couple goals here going, so hopefully the floodgates are open. Not that a 0-0 game is boring at all. It's definitely not, but at the same time, I think goals are going to start happening in both directions here. St. Louis, they're a team that easily can score on the break. I think 2-0 is not how the game is going to end. Probably not how the half is going to end, so should be an exciting rest of this first half.
Oquendo returning to the squad with a goal today. After a touch, the keeper got, but it was not enough to get that ball out with a good position Oquendo had in there. Raptors with some changes. De La Torre fighting with Yaya. Ball retrieved by Sam, but there's a top of the box call for the ambush. Ambush making some subs, trying to get more offensive power, while the Raptors defending with a wall of two players. Down low, Rukakis. Now it's a wall of three players, adding Sanchez onto the wall. Swanner with the finds Karides, deflected by De La Torre, out of bounds. Karides, who had a very good game yesterday and walked away with 2 assists.
Reminder, we still got that couple spots open for that kick contest in the half up here at the sound booth.
Defending on the diamond shape. Ball is loose. Karides is going to take the shot. hits the wall. Soaring in with the ball. And it's going to be under the possession of keeper Hakun Utech, who kicked it before the yellow line, going out of bounds, giving Ambush a power play top of the box.
So there's a good example of why it's important to press. St. Louis doing a good job of applying pressure to the Iowa Raptors goalkeeper, who was forced to make a decision, either play the ball out of bounds safe, try to knock the ball up the field, and hopefully not cross all three lines. Good defensive header there. So even though that ball had gone out of bounds, it had bounced before it had gone out, so technically not a top of the box. But St. Louis now picking up possession with a free kick opportunity along the boards, able to get their changes on. Again, with the benches being on the two different sides in this quarter, it'll be the same in the fourth quarter. Getting substitutions while you're defending is a little bit more difficult, so hopefully St. Louis is going to be looking to try to exploit that from the Raptors. Having a corner kick opportunity, trying to play the ball through the Nico. You know, you might make it in a low percentage time, but when you do, it's a worldie. But St. Louis not able to take advantage of keeping that defensive crew on. Good ball to the near post. St. Louis Ambush complaining there was a foul there, but unable to get the foul. Good save there from Hawken and played out of bounds. We see a little bit more complaining from the St. Louis bench there to the referees, but opportunities lost. St. Louis looking to press beyond the yellow line. Ball coming down the boards to Bobby Hurwitz, who possesses the ball, dribbles inside, able to break the pressure. And now St. Louis is stuck in their defensive quarter. Great pass and great settle there from Bobby Hurwitz. Ball played down the boards, fronting his defender. And a foul. St. Louis Ambush asking for a blue card there. Rationale for a blue card would be that could have been a counterattacking opportunity. I don't think he could have gotten to the ball, but you know, it's one of those things where blue cards matter a ton in indoor soccer. That's a 2-minute penalty. Your team goes down a person. So it's a high percentage chance for the other team to score. So you're going to hear a lot of calls for the blue card, especially as two teams with some tired legs and who've already seen enough of each other over 24 hours are competing here for looks like ball into the corner there, a little bit too long for St. Louis's forward. Good work defensively from St. Louis, who will reset the ball. And a foul in the middle of the field there from Sam Sanchez, who is going to get a warning, I believe, for just letting the ball get kicked away there. So very important there is not to kick the ball away, as next time that'll be a blue card. Okay, St. Louis here builds 4 wide. 1 forward in, able to find the forward's feet, but just a loose touch with the inside of the foot there. And Cedar Rapids able to move ahead on the break. Sam Sanchez pulling the ball back. There we have Ian and Nico possessing the ball in the defensive portion. There we go. Ball moving wide. See that point man cutting off the pass between the two defenders. David Islas possessing the ball, choosing to pull it back. St. Louis setting up in their 2-2-1 zone. Ball played down the line. St. Louis just trying to show their men to the boards. Use that extra board as a defender. Raptors doing a good job of moving the ball from side to side. Again, St. Louis, because they're back in their defensive quarter here, not able to substitute as easily. Again, see Iowa Raptors starting to get some changes in offensively as you see those tired legs giving up a little bit of that space. Now it should lead to some opportunities on goal. We'll see how St. Louis does there. Now with the foul, if Iowa Raptors don't get this ball in quick or set up, looks like St. Louis is able to get 2 substitutions on. So of the 5 on the field, 2 substituted will help a little bit with those tired legs. And we're pretty close to the immediate timeout here because we're under 7 minutes left in the quarter. Shot just high and left. Kept in play, but collected defensively by the goalkeeper. Now St. Louis again with tired legs here. Gets the ball stolen. Good defense there. We're able to win the ball. And St. Louis now, dangerous 2v1 opportunity going forward. Ooh, elects to play the ball there. Sariv Yukakiza doing a good job of cutting off that play. Now that was a filthy touch. First touch there with top of the foot with some spin on it just to flick it over the defender's foot. Good job defensively there, looking to counter right away. Lifting the ball just wide. Good battle in the corners there, no foul, shoulder to shoulder. Both teams playing on. Bobby Hurwitz protesting a little bit with the referees who choose to use that as an opportunity for immediate timeout here as we are 2-0 Iowa Raptors up with about 6 minutes left to go in the half.
Both teams assessing how they want to take over for the remainder of the second quarter. As we want to take this opportunity once again to thank most of our sponsors, in which we can find DoubleTree, Top Shape Gym, Double C's, place where we'll be hosting the after party after our game, Pitas, Cancun, La Cantina, Amigos Construction.
So just to repeat the score, because I think our on-camera scoreboard is a little off. Iowa Raptors here up 2-0 in the first quarter. I'm sorry, in the first half with 5:57 left. Now, at some point in the game, you're going to see tired legs maybe playing a factor. I don't really see that happening now. It seems very high-paced. Both teams choosing to press the ball. St. Louis had, set a defensive line yesterday at about half. Seems to kind of be doing the same thing, but at times pressing the ball as well. So at some point in time, we're going to see if youth prevails a little bit in keeping some of that energy, or if some of the more experienced players on the field are able to kind of tire out those opponents, as the normal length of time on the field is about 90 seconds. Fast shifts constantly coming in and out of the game. You see those tired legs accumulating there in the third and fourth quarter. So still staying with a fairly high pace of play here with about 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first half. St. Louis already with some pressure. Very athletic attempt there to scissor kick off of ball off the wall. Iowa Raptors able to collect the ball here, starting out in the back with Hakan, who elects to throw long again to Bobby Hurwitz. St. Louis ambush keeping the ball in the neutral zone. Raptors choosing to press. Ooh, looks like a foul was given there in the corner on Tony. A bit off camera, but if you were hearing what the benches sounded like, apparently Iowa Raptors did not agree with the call. Now, goalkeeper coming up to the yellow line. If he's up here, now pressed by Bobby Hurwitz. Ooh, who has some feet. Goalkeeper has some feet on him. When the goalkeeper gains the yellow line, that means that he can play the ball in the air past the opponent's yellow line in the corners. So a lot of times you'll just see the goalkeeper gain the yellow line and then dump a ball to the opposite corner into the forward. But there, Bobby Hurwitz had bit on that goalkeeper, who shows that he can play with both feet, taken from his left foot to his right foot. All right, St. Louis now in the neutral zone, trying to find a ball into the forward's feet. As we see tackles flying in, intensity of the game is still high. 2-0 is a lead, but not much of a lead. So expect more goals in the game. Still no Blue cards, penalty boxes. Oh, just a ball behind the forward there. Goalkeeper again electing to throw long. St. Louis going down the near boards, off the near board, collected in the back. And St. Louis doing a good job pressuring. Tried a back heel there off the plant foot, though, unable to find his other teammate there sitting on the back post. A good opportunity, but was able to be snuffed out. Out on Iowa Raptors here, as St. Louis will have a chance to get at least one sub. Iowa Raptors choosing to sub all 3 of their forward players, leaving their 2 defenders on. Good save from Hakan there.
Checking in for the Raptors, Cerebro Kakis, who scored a brace of goals yesterday, Ian Kearney, and Bobby Hurwitz. Deflected by Chase Peterman is going to be an ambush corner.
Patrick Kelly not happy with his teammates there as they were behind their yellow line, asking for an option in the middle of the field. As St. Louis was plug in the middle, able to pick it up there in the neutral zone. Ooh, good ball off the near boards, and another save from Hawk, and putting that leg out there to save the low shot. Coming across the box well. St. Louis with a good, dangerous opportunity there off the near boards. Our Raptors picking it up here, choosing to keep the ball with a little bit of space to shoot. Ian chooses to do so. Okay, and our Raptors won't lose the ball in the midfield. There's that counterattack opportunity. Good job from Hawken to snuff it out. Just a little loose touch from the front line there. St. Louis doing a good job of winning the ball back. Another great ball off the boards. Oh, and calmly slotted just a little bit wide. And pressure from St. Louis to win the ball back there again. Another one off the near boards. St. Louis complaining for a foul there. And will get a foul here right in front of their bench. And Iowa Raptors choosing to sub 3. Referee not letting them play. There's another counterattack opportunity that referee maybe had not allowed to play on there. So we'll call that score tied 1-1. One against the Raptors, one against St. Louis. And Raptors able to get the last of those changes on. Ball into the corner. Bobby Hurwitz pressuring on his own. St. Louis able to break that pressure with only 4 Raptors on the field there. Another ball off the near boards. St. Louis now collecting in the neutral. Bit of a loose ball played there. St. Louis double teaming in the corner. Nico trying to hop his way out. And a foul called in the corner. This will be a dangerous set piece opportunity from St. Louis, who I would say in the later stages of this half have been putting on the pressure to Iowa Raptors. Having lots of opportunities, Hawken having to be called on more than once to provide good saves. Now lots of those opportunities appearing like that, going off the near boards, but just not finding the back of the net. And all that takes is a little bit of movement from, a second forward or a midfielder to get into that right spot on top of the box. Now 2v3 from Iowa Raptors. That run right there is a bit of what I was talking about, just making that near post run. The near boards, if you're playing it off the near boards, it's never going to bounce to the back post, so it's important you come across the top of the box there to be able to hit that one-time shot. St. Louis again looking to play very direct, counter-attacking style. Ball lofted there off the ledge, dealt well with. Now ball off the near boards, defended well. And a battle for it to see who comes out with possession here. St. Louis will, in their neutral zone, play their keeper, who chooses to stay behind the yellow, is forced to only play a shorter ball and can't play to the corner. Again, ball off the near boards, saved well from Hawken to prevent that from bouncing out in front. And Raptors able to swing the ball, gain the neutral zone. St. Louis does a good job of double teaming on the board there. Miscommunication. St. Louis to take advantage. Now the game is very open at this point. St. Louis has done a great job of applying the pressure. Our Raptors have escaped unscathed with 0 goals scored against there. From a barrage of shots, I would say there's probably 5 or 6 there in just in the last few minutes. Hawken trying to calm the team down. Get a ball put in the corner there and out of bounds from David Islas. Trying to control that ball back into the boards. Just a bit of a heavy touch with the head. Now, you might notice this year if you were watching last year, this is a different color of ball that was used previously. This ball is actually a bit different as well. It's much more like a normal soccer ball where there's lots more bounce to it. So some of these players might be still getting used to that change from the balls used last year to the ones used this year. Good sliding challenge there to work defensively. Good clearance from the goalkeeper. Our Raptors not able to get a shot away before. We go into halftime, where our Raptors are up 2, St. Louis Ambush 0. Lots of action back and forth. There's still not been any blue cards, but a little bit feisty here and there. All the tackles and challenges pretty clean, so nothing to complain about. And I don't have a stat count on me, but I would say Ambush probably outshot the Raptors in the first half. So really big saves made by Hawken there to keep that score, of 0. Anytime where you keep, a team to 0 goals in a half, I mean, you're doing very well defensively. St. Louis maybe looking to brush off some of those cobwebs here in the second half and score just as fluidly as they did yesterday, as they were able to put, quite a few together there in a string. So, what are your thoughts as we get into the halftime? What are you thinking?
A very well fought battle between both teams. Both look like they want to win. Both have the talent for it. Tremendous saves from Hakun Utesh to keep the Raptors with a clean sheet right now. It's make all the difference in the world. As we want to take a step to thank our fans for being here. And we're going to show you guys our halftime show with all the little kids from the audience. All those soccer enthusiasts that we just got started onto sport trying to score from half court for the opportunity to win some Raptors merch. Once again, we want to take this break to thank our sponsors for all their help, as we have our first kid with the Messi shirt just scoring to start the halftime show. Got the second one. Oh, it looks like it's going in. Right after. As the Raptors prepare to face the second half, we can see some notable changes from yesterday's games to today's, including the addition of Angelo Oquendo, who scored a goal during the second quarter, and the official debut of Aiden Newman, our young 17-year-old player, who has shown a lot of quality in both practices and friendly games. Once again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for making this possible. Royal Management Group, Double C's, where we will be hosting our after party for tonight, Top Shape Gym, La Cantina, Cancun, Miguel's Construction, Double Tree, and of course your powerhouse. As we get closer onto the beginning of the second half, we want to thank also our online viewers for streaming our games and following up with the Raptors news. Okay, we're 1 minute and 56 seconds left in the clock to begin the second half. Both teams start to get muscular reactivation. As we see your Raptors taking on the right side and St. Louis taking on the left side. The goal scorers for today's game have been returner Angelo Quendo and number 2 Ricardo Avalos. In other important aspects of the game, we have Aiden Newman making his official debut, the young player, as well as the return of Angelo Quendo, and the absence from important players for both sides. For St. Louis Ambush, Lucas Almeida, and for the Raptors, Jake Johnson and David Niga. Starting for the St. Louis Ambush, we have goalkeeper Liam Gibbs, Carides, Torricelli, Drun, number 2, Austin and Swanner. And for your Iowa Raptors, we have Hakun Uteshango, Anthony De La Torre, Pat Kelly, Angelo Quendo, David Lapanislas, and number 4, Sarif Rukakis. Carides with the ball, plays it long, trying to find Austin. Kelly plays it to Rukakis. Carides controls. Finds the keeper. Keeper finds Drun. Torricelli with the ball. Drun against Rukakis. Ball under the position of Kung Utesh. Checking in for the Raptors side, Isaiah Thomas, Ricardo Avalos, and Hurwitz. Thomas to De La Torre. Retrieved by Carides. Finds space, takes a shot. Once again, Utesh with the save. Long ball for Kelly, who pressures up. Perez with the ball. Austin. Yaya against Dawson Swargan. Yaya keeping the ball against the walls. Good defensive skill by Swargan. One more save by Utesh. De La Torre controls, finds Hurwitz. Good footwork skills by Hurwitz. De La Torre pushes up. Keeps going. Against the wall. Plays it back to Swargan. Swargan to Avalos. Checking in Sanchez for the Raptors. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to be a St. Louis possession.
Yep, so that one, referee had spotted that it was behind the yellow line, so that's a 3-line penalty violation. St. Louis opting to try to shot right away. Again, St. Louis with more opportunities to start off the half, but Iowa Raptors coming up with some big defensive stops. Long ball collected well from St. Louis. Ooh, a ball errant pass in the midfield picked up from Nico Williams in the midfield, playing Pat Kelly. And now Iowa Raptors possessing the ball. St. Louis sitting back in their 2-2-1 zone. We'll have this forward here, try to cut off one of the sides and keep any splits from happening like that. A ball pressed in the defensive quarter there. Dangerous ball across the middle of the box there, but dealt with fine. That one, 3-line penalty violation. Possibly just a little lapse of judgment there. Saw the runner and decided to play the long ball. Seems disappointed with himself, but let's see if our Raptors can manage to be dangerous here on the set piece opportunity.
Back Kelly with the shot, deflected by the wall. It's going to be out of bounds for St. Louis.
So St. Louis clearing their extra defender up, allowing for the goalkeeper to come up the field, who makes a pass wide to the near boards. Raptors collecting it defensively. Good fake to come and... Oh, St. Louis now winning the ball back, looking to shoot right away. Defensively, Tony doing a good job of preventing the second opportunity there off the boards. St. Louis now collecting in the neutral zone, able to get their substitutions in. Raptors getting a substitution there as well. Ball played to the corner, read well from Dawson Swearingen. Ball up the line to Sam Sanchez, pressuring the goalkeeper, who does well to quickly break that pressure, finding the ball to the left. Ball to the near boards. Covered well, double team coming. And chosen to be cleared out there from Dawson Swearingen. Again, goalkeeper dealing well with the pressure there put on by Sam Sanchez. Ball across. Rushed possibly into a shot there. Attempting to play that ball off the near boards. Snuffed out there from Nico Williams, who kind of stopped playing there for a second, thinking the foul was going to be called earlier. The referee did not make the
Ruka Keys with the ball, finds Peterson. Pat Kelly checking in for Swearingen. Thomas with the ball, finds Kelly. Kelly pushes up, trying to find that Islas. Islas against the wall. Sarif on the pressuring up. Isaiah Thomas also pushing up, and there's a foul call for the St. Louis ambush, who is in possession now. As for the Raptors, Ian Kearney checks in, Isaiah Thomas checks out, and Swearingen is coming back again for Pat Kelly. Intercepted by Sarif Rukakis. Lapis Islas with the ball. Plays it back. Finds De La Torre. De La Torre to Swearingen. Good footwork skills from Dawson Swearingen today. He's been very secure every time he has the ball in his defensive side. Find Bobby Hurwitz. Hurwitz to Avalos. Avalos cuts inside, takes a shot. Off the wall, Ian Kearney creeps the ball. Win back by Gordon. Ball play up top to Austin. As the ball, good defensive skill from Ian Kearney, not a foul call. Hurwitz the ball, finds Avalos, takes a touch. Avalos with the ball. Avalos pushing up. Sar possession, finds Yaya to Swanner. Intercepted by Sam Sanchez. It's a 3v3 situation, takes a shot and it's out of bounds. Good effort from Sam Sanchez.
game getting a little bit more back and forth. Again, it's been physical the whole game, but still no blue cards. But teams starting to win the ball in the neutral zone and look to counter in both ways. Keeper getting in the yellow line, able to play the ball down line. That is not a top of the or three-line violation or top of the box because he had gained the yellow line. So not a big deal. Iowa Raptors now will start possession in front of their bench. Sporting the bright pink in color, hard to miss. Purple socks, St. Louis in the gray and black. St. Louis winning in the neutral, able to move the ball to the corner, ball off the near post. Dangerous situation there dealt with by the Raptors. And look at St. Louis just swarm, double team on the boards there. Working hard to try to win the ball back in their offensive quarter there. Recycled to the goalkeeper, who again very calmly distributes. And referee picking up on a slight hold from Angelo Kindo to prevent the counterattack. No blue card, but still a foul and change of possession. Ball into the forward, taking that touch with the inside the foot, bouncing off a bit. You'll notice a lot of the first touches in indoor soccer with the bottom of the foot to try to kill that momentum of the ball, keep it under possession. St. Louis doing well defensively there. Can you find him back inside? Oh, and an own goal there. That was a good defensive win there from St. Louis. That'd be number 61, Aniel Torricelli, who did well to win the ball back there, dish it, make that run into the box, turn his defender's hips towards goal, and ball put in there across the box, just ended up with an own goal. Sometimes that happens again, putting the ball in the right spot in a dangerous area. But now we have the score at 2-1, 8 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Great effort for Torricelli to leave the Raptors exposed to that play. An unfortunate play for Dawson Swaringen, who has had a great defensive game. Couldn't control the inertia of that ball. Went back into Utesh's goal. Ball retrieved by Bobby Hurwitz in the middle. Raptors getting some subs, so Cuendo coming in. Lapang Islas coming in, Swaringen coming back in. De La Torre with the ball. De La Torre finds Swaringen. Gordon retrieves that ball from Swaringen, and there's a foul call against the Raptors. Swanner with the ball. Possession for St. Louis. Finds the Priest. The Priest plays it long to Perez, who's guarded by Avalos. And it's the top of the box for St. Louis, as there was a kick out of bounds from behind the yellow line from Lapas Islas.
Now Raptors getting a bit lucky here, as there's also the 7-minute mark media timeout. Gives them a chance to reset those legs. But St. Louis a chance to talk about this crucial set-piece opportunity, as the game is only 2-1. Raptors here in the third quarter. And again, these two teams coming off of a game last night, hard-fought battle, which was close all the way up until, midway point in the fourth quarter, where St. Louis is able to pull ahead. So this is considerably a low-scoring game, almost being played like a playoff game here, where the teams are working very hard not to give up any goals defensively, working hard on double-teaming on the boards. And I think the key here that has kept both teams pretty even is there hasn't been any blue cards, no penalty boxes served, no power plays yet in this game. That could be a decisive factor here, as the tired legs in the second game of this series leaves some possible fouls and rough mental fortitude to keep themselves out of that penalty box. So St. Louis setting up on top of the box here. 2-1 with 7 minutes, 30 seconds left. Quick rotation. Not able to get a shot away. Raptors defending well. And Raptors on the break here. Opportunity here with Pat Kelly overlapping David Islas. Good save from the goalkeeper. Ball across the box, snuffed out from the defense. And sliding in to keep it in the offensive quarter there. See if Raptors can prevent them from escaping out. Which Nico Williams putting good defensive pressure on does, but gives up the foul there. Good sportsmanship to help up each other. Here we got a little bit of mischief off the ball. I think that was caught on the camera, maybe down on the right-hand side of your screen there. As chase number 10 complaining about some off-the-ball shenanigans, one might say. As both referees were occupied there with dealing with the foul at the middle of the field. St. Louis ball is now in play. And a foul called as safely trying to dribble up the near boards happens. Angela Akindo getting a yellow card here for possible dissent. Not really sure what the yellow card was for.
Retaliation after the goal.
Yellow card warning has been issued for Cedar Rapids.
So 5-minute yellow card penalty where Angela's going to have to sit in the box for 5 minutes, but
No, it was not Denver. It was to St. Louis. Vicario.
oh, St. Louis had the yellow card. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Now, yellow card, you do not have to serve a man down, so it's not a power play situation, but yellow card means you're sitting in the box for 5 minutes, unable to help your team, which might leave that line you're running a little bit worse for wear. But quick 5 minutes there would put him coming back into the game a little bit before the fourth quarter here, because we have about 6:52 left in the third quarter. And ball played in from the Iowa Raptors, who choose to swing it to Nico Williams. Asking for the ball down the line there is Bobby Hurwitz. And St. Louis coming up with possession of the ball. Iowa Raptors pressing high. Able to break that press with the ball into the corner. And snuffed out defensively, cleared into the neutral zone. Patrick Kelly doing the hard work to slide there to block any shot that possibly could have happened. And getting the ball on the turn. And here we have good defensive pressure there to win the ball back. Ball into the forward, double teams. And a hard challenge there on the break. So we have, Tony on the ground. Looks like a hip check. Was on the counterattack. Not able to continue on the counter there, so no harm, no foul in terms of St. Louis penalty there. Able to get their rotations in. And Iowa Raptors now getting their rotations completed. Ball played behind the neutral zone there. A little bit loose of a pass. Slipping on the ball. St. Louis with an opportunity there. A bit of selfish play as runners were open there on top of the box. But Hawkins seeking that opportunity to get scored on near post and snuffing it out. That's probably the second time I've seen an opportunity to maybe drop the ball off for a shot on top of the box that a player has chosen to shoot near post. And both opportunities, again, stopped by the goalkeeper. So in a low-scoring game like this, that might come in big. You got to finish your opportunities, including if you're working so hard to get numbers up there in the box. Fantastic ball there from Sariv Rukakiza with a quick feint and a fantastic goal. Scored there with the left foot, Isaiah Thomas. Now that whole sequence, really, St. Louis is pressing well, but a single pass like that coming from Sariv to break the entire midfield line to find those one-on-one situations out wide, that's a fantastic ball from Sariv and great assist, and then a deft finish, just absolutely peachy. Again, goalkeeper making a lot of saves high today, but all the goals let in have been low shots to the corner, which maybe has been an adjustment at halftime to try to keep some more dangerous shots happening, but really great goal there from Isaiah Thomas.
Fire with the ball, finds Carides against Newman. They go back to the keeper, Gibbs. Gibbs plays it long, trying to find Gordon. Deflected by Ian Kearney, out of bounds. It's going to be at top of the box as the Raptors make some changes to have more defensive powers. Oquendo checking in. Playing with a 3-people wall. Kelly on the side, same as Avalos. And Jake, I don't know about you, but do you think this goal for Thomas, it's an emotional booster for the Raptors, as Ambush was attacking a lot more in the last couple of minutes?
Oh, absolutely. Now, 3-1 is still low scoring, and indoor goals can fly here. I'm expecting more goals to be scored in the fourth quarter as, again, tired legs. This is the second game of a 2-game series here back-to-back. But a huge goal, especially as our Raptors are looking to at least, conserve that lead going into the fourth quarter. Again, third quarter here with the benches set as they are, both teams don't have as much of an opportunity to punish the other team by keeping them on the field as long. Here we have a big moment of change here. Bobby Hurwitz's getting a blue card there. Got to be careful around the boards. So any foul in and around the boards there can be dangerous. Hopefully St. Louis's player is okay here.
We have the first blue card of the game. Unfortunately, against the Raptors, Bobby Hurwitz is going to have to sit out for 2 minutes, and the Raptors are going to be playing with 4 field players right now. As they make some subs to defend, we have Rookie Keys on the field, Lapan Islas, Dawson Swaringen, and Peterson defending for 2 minutes against a full-strength St. Louis ambush. The penalty will last for 2 minutes or until the team that has the full strength scores a goal.
So 2 minutes here on possible power play, penalty kill opportunity. Now the options that most teams are going to set up as when running a power play man down is they're either going to play in a diamond shape or a box. Both of them zonal, but slight variations of each other. So St. Louis coming up, we'll see what our Raptors set up in. Looks like a box, which is a bit different than our man down we ran yesterday. So 3 blue cards in yesterday's game ended up changing the dynamics of the game quite a bit. So St. Louis there using that quick opportunity to get their goal back here to pull the game back to 3-2. 3-2. So our Raptors changing there to a box as opposed to a diamond might have left that back exposed for a great pass to cut through all 4. And then down low on the boards, finishing high to prevent Hawken from saving anything low. Good finish. So, our Raptors now to full strength. Game close is 3-2 with 3 minutes 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yes, Jake, tremendous ball from Carides, who has been very clear, and every time he has the ball for the St. Louis, he controls the times, and it looks like he is the maestro of the orchestra of St. Louis. He gives with the ball. Won by Peterson. Peterson on defensive skills. It's 2v1. Great defensive skill from Pat Kelly. Great save by the keeper. And goal line save by Chase Peterson, who slides to get that ball outside. Tremendous collaboration from Chase Peterson and keeper Hakun Utesh to keep this score 3-2. Ball won by Pat Kelly, who has Avalos on the side. Finds Avalos. Avalos with the shot off the wall. Ball retrieved by Gordon, and it's going to be De La Torre's ball.
Good pressure there from the Iowa Raptors. Just not able to convert that opportunity with a 2-on-1. And the tempo has definitely picked up a little bit as our Raptors are getting pressed here. Good win back from St. Louis. Right away, look to go on the counterattack. Dribbling into a 1v2 situation there. Handball called. Bit of a bailout call. Lots of line changes hopefully happening here for both teams. St. Louis has the ball on the right boards here. 3:25 left in the third quarter. Ball across the box, looking to shoot right away, but easily collected from the goalkeeper. Looks like our Raptors building with 2 in the back, rolled short. Chase being forced to dribble down the boards. And ball straight to the goalkeeper. Our Raptors not able to build out of the back there. And ball headed out of bounds, and they're going to call this as a not a top of the box. One referee calling for a top of the box, a near referee calling off that decision and just having out of bounds. Could have hit the top of the wall perhaps, which would have kept it from being a top of the box situation. Quickly into the forward's feet. Again, noticing that those first touches with the bottom of the foot are super crucial to help keep possession of the ball. There we hear a penalty and a blue card against St. Louis there for pulling the jersey there to stop the counterattack, leaving St. Louis going down a man here with 1:45 left in the third quarter. Now, 2 minutes here on the power play. If Iowa does not score in the minute 45 seconds, they will have 15 seconds to begin the fourth quarter, where they will be still a man up.
Also, we're 20 seconds away from St. Louis ambushes recovering Vicario, who had a yellow card earlier in the game. Pat Kelly with the ball, finds De La Torre. De La Torre back to Kelly. Kelly to Hurwitz. Back to Kelly. Again to Hurwitz. Switch it up to De La Torre. Keeping possession. De La Torre with some space, takes a shot, it's out of bounds. It's gonna be possession for Luke Gibbs, the goalkeeper. It's going up. Trying to find Austin. Austin against two. Good save by Hakun Mutesh after a loose ball. Shot by Perez. Hurwitz with the ball, pushing up.
All right, Cedar Rapids, we're setting this up again. Do you want to go?
Kelly with the ball.
We got to let him hear it.
Finds De La Torre. Kelly with some time. Switch it up to Subavi. Hurwitz. Back to Kelly. Good job from St. Louis keeping the space tight, not allowing the Raptors to go full strength in. As Kelly takes on two.
There's St. Louis doing a good job of sniffing out that opportunity. They're down a man, but they can pin essentially by applying pressure to a one-on-one or a two-on-one situation there if they smell the right opportunity. So almost winning the ball back there, St. Louis, who cleared out, should be a three-line violation as well. Again, tired legs might be getting the best of those decisions as they worked hard there to try to press. And St. Louis almost scoring on the man down, which would have been a massive change within the game to tie it up 3-3. But Iowa has about 10 seconds left to see if they can get a good attempt or shot away. And errant passed into the boards, collected, and running out the clock there. St. Louis able to keep the Raptors off the scoreboard. Still have a little bit of time left to go on that 2-minute blue card as they start the fourth. But here we have in Cedar Rapids 3-2 against St. Louis. Could be a tired fourth quarter. Again, both teams playing last night. Hard-fought battle. Very close going into the fourth quarter again tonight. Should be a game where we see, the strength of each other's benches, the strength of each other's lines, all those little details of how teams have been running their lines efficiently are going to start to show themselves here in the fourth quarter. But I still think there's more goals in this game. I don't think it's going to end 3-2. The game's been open enough, physical enough, pressing well, where I think there's probably going to be at least a few more goals scored. What do you think?
Absolutely thinks about it. Now that St. Louis is recovering full strength, they're going to push up and try to get that tight and hopefully get the result for them. As the Raptors seem to be communicating strongly because they're not happy with the fact that they couldn't score with a man up. So we're going to see how this develops in the fourth quarter. For sure, there's going to be more goals either side. Hopefully, it's going to be from the Iowa Raptors. As right now, we have a tradition here at the Powerhouse. We're having our little kids on the audience throwing the balls into cans to try to win a prize. So with this being said, we want to once again thank the fans for being here, for always showing some support both yesterday and today, and also taking this media break to thank all of the sponsors who make this possible, including Top Shave, Cancun, La Cantina, Pitas, Double C's, where we'll be hosting the after party after the game, Royal Management Group, Double Tree Hotel, and of course, the Powerhouse Arena. One minute left of break. Both teams are trying to assess how they're going to move on forward for the fourth quarter. The St. Louis side still has 4 players for a couple more seconds of this quarter, while the Raptors remain at full power due to the blue card that was given in on the third quarter. Checking in for St. Louis, we have Austin. Goalkeeper Gibbs.
57 and number 45 are the winners. 57 and 45.
Swagern. And Perez for St. Louis. While Clark still remains in the penalty box for the blue card, and Vicario has just completed his yellow card sanction. Checking in for the Raptors at full strength, we have goalkeeper Hakun Utesh, Anthony De La Torre, Pat Kelly, Bobby Hurwitz, Nico Williams, and Angelo Oquendo.
All right, crucial fourth quarter action set to begin. Oquendo, Kelly, Delatory, Hurwitz, and Williams out there. We're still on the power play.
As we remain in the power play,
Come on, Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids has full strength right now. Oquendo with the ball, plays it back to Kelly. Kelly finds Hurwitz open. Hurwitz to Kelly. Again to Hurwitz. Oquendo with the ball. Oquendo takes a shot, hits the wall. Clark gets out of the penalty box. So now the St. Louis team is also at full strength. Have 5v5 checking in David Lapanislas. Checking out Hurwitz. Oquendo with the ball. Finds De La Torre. Good defensive work from St. Louis. Hakun.
That's a big moment in the game there. St. Louis able to kill off that penalty, keep the game at 3-2. Now Iowa Raptors still have their power play squad on. Ooh, shot just missing wide to the back post. Torrey with the ball into the box, no one there. Throwing his hands up. I think a little bit misread the situation as Iowa Raptors were kind of between, should you sub? Should you maybe try for that extra opportunity? Ball into Bobby Hurwitz's feet and picked off there as the ball is attempted to be played across the box. St. Louis again, one that is trying to play on the break, counterattacking style, pressing, high pace the whole game. Here comes the second forward, 3 now pressing in there deep and able to win the ball back. Good defense there from Nico Williams to prevent a shot on goal as the ball rolled dangerously across the box there. There's St. Louis pressing again. And here we have a counter opportunity here. Nico Williams playing Bobby Hurwitz. Chooses to shoot back post, collected there. A great touch from Zerdo. Ooh, good save there from the keeper. Second opportunity there with the right foot. That's not his dominant foot, but still able to make most of that situation. And I don't know, do you think he maybe had a moment to take a touch there and settle, or do you think he still should shoot that on his right foot?
I mean, he makes a great job making that, opening some space with his first touch. It was a very quick play, so I think he had to use his weak foot. Great effort, though. It could have been better executed as Hakun Utesh keeps the ball and starts possession with Pat Kelly. Kelly pushes up, finds Rukakis. Rukakis holds the ball against Tuk, finds Kelly again. Kelly back to Utesh. Kearney asks for the ball. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be at top of the box for St. Louis.
Now that's a good job from St. Louis to press there. Ball played from Pat Kelly into the goalkeeper, who was looking for his options. Had an option on the far boards. Chose to still try to chip the ball long. Again, dangerous opportunity here, which is why St. Louis is opting to take that timeout. Could be a big opportunity here. 3-2 with 12:43 left in the fourth quarter. Again, with two teams who are supposed to be tired legs, although I'm not really seeing the tired legs showing themselves. Just now a couple cards thrown in the game, yellow card and blue card here, but St. Louis able to fend off that man down situation as they ended the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. And a close game. Both teams putting themselves in a situation here where only a few goals separate them is going to lead to a dominant fourth quarter, hopefully by one of these teams. So back and forth. We mentioned earlier the fourth quarter where the teams are attacking the opposite direction of their benches. Look for those times when one team is possessing the ball and keeping that defense on the field and wearing them down dead as part of the tactics that are important in indoor soccer. As St. Louis is attacking to your left, their bench is close, so if they want to get those subs in quick and keep the Iowa Raptors on defense, they can, and wear them down while they get fresh legs in. And Iowa Raptors, vice versa, will hopefully try to do the same. Good set piece opportunity there. Looks like a deflection made from Pat Kelly. Good defense there from Chase. St. Louis getting a foul there on the near boards. Will look to try to have another set piece opportunity here in their offensive quarter. Ball played to the back post. No runner there. If you played indoor long enough, that's one of those situations where it's frustrating because somebody's supposed to be at that back post. That should be the easiest goals you score. Just tap it in. But St. Louis not able to put someone in the right spot. Now their tired legs might be playing a factor as ball was cleared out of the defensive quarter behind the yellow line. So this will be a top of the box offensive opportunity for St. Louis.
Yes, Jake, as you say, as soon as fatigue starts getting, the imprecisions start appearing. I was a bad first touch. Kearney, who gives a top of the box kick for St. Louis. Good defensive skills from the Raptors. But yeah, despite of being the second game in just 2 days, and this being the fourth quarter, it doesn't look like the guys have played yesterday. Great intensity. Also lots of talent. Great deflection by David Lapanislas there, with a little bit of help with the wall.
Now there, Iowa able to clear the zone, but not to be able to get their subs on. So St. Louis didn't get their subs as well. I think just got one change. So both teams here have tired legs on the field. Could lead to some fouls, could lead to some possible goals. We'll see what happens. Iowa able to play the ball, and a counterattack opportunity here for the Raptors as we have Pat Kelly who chooses to hold up the play. Again, tired legs playing a role there. And Iowa able to keep possession of the ball. David Lapanislas on the near boards. Pulls it back. Smart decision there as they were about to double team him on the boards. Now again, if Iowa can keep this ball, they're able to hold St. Louis in their defensive. Then there it is. A big goal from Angelo Kindo to pull the Raptors up by 2 goals, 4-2. Now that's one of those situations where I think there was an opportunity maybe for St. Louis to get some changes as the ball was cleared out to their goalkeeper. And even though they were still on offense, if they had gotten those changes in, they would have had fresh defenders on, capable of probably stopping the counterattack that was able to be played with Pat Kelly originally, and then just the gaps that had shown up in the zone as they were trying to, keep the neutral zone under control there from the Raptors. So it's, again, one of those situations that's crucial as you get into the fourth quarter, or any time that your bench is on the opposite side, is really wearing out your opponents and being cognizant of how long they are on the field, but also yourself making sure to get those changes in and get those subs fluidly flying.
Also the importance at this level when the games are tied of the individual capacities of the players. The ability of Chase Peterson to take on to 2 players to make space and find Oquendo alone gives the opportunity to open a game that was very much tied. As Sam Sanchez gets the ball, good shot from Thomas, and the ball is retrieved by Nico Williams.
So here's an opportunity where if Iowa, if they can keep the ball and get their subs on, St. Louis will be forced to continue to defend with the guys they have on the field, which will tire them out. And tired legs make not great decisions, not be able to defend as easily. Iowa choosing to swing the ball there. Nico collecting on the boards. Back to Tony, who's able to keep it to the near boards, just making that defense run. Bobby Hurwitz asking for the ball on the far boards, able to settle that ball under the foot and look to take his guy one-on-one. Cuts inside, continues to dribble. Well defended there from St. Louis, held to help out. And ball swung around the back there. Ian Kearney picking it up, playing the ball deep into the corner for Nico Williams, who defends the ball well, able to keep it from exiting the zone, and wins the ball back, cuts inside, gets a shot away. That, I don't know if that one was going in, but Pat Kelly had gotten a touch there. Looked like a foul in the corner, no call. St. Louis trying to advance the ball. Again, here's the tired legs coming into the situation where Iowa's able to win it back. St. Louis not able to get those changes in, and Iowa keeps the possession of the ball, able to make their substitutions in with fresh legs.
Important to note the the effort and the persistency of Nico Williams, who as soon as he loses the ball, he goes with his drive to win it. He went against two defenders to try to win the ball and create that opportunity that ended up in a deflection. Oquendo against two. Gordon with the ball.
Now St. Louis there, instead of going forward, if they were able to keep the ball there and keep that ball on offense and get their subs in, that's great. They're able to just clear the ball out there and get their subs in. Those guys were dead tired. So hopefully fresh legs here will help to bring the battle back to a little bit more neutral. Iowa Raptors missing an opportunity there after running their guys. Looked like the ball got stuck in defense there a little bit, and then lost possession there with St. Louis doing a good job of pressing. Another opportunity, St. Louis pressing on double team on the boards. Iowa defensively getting back well. Ball up to the boards with Sam Sanchez, who cuts inside. Coming inside, able to find Dawson Swearingen are on the other side of the boards. And Iowa, again, choosing to hold the ball, draw St. Louis out, and hopefully keep them on the field. There, a little bit of individual skill. Oh, a little bit of luck as well. And a fantastic second goal from Isaiah Thomas. Second goal of the evening, a big goal to take off that pressure here as we are 5-2 going into the fourth quarter. About 7 minutes, 57 seconds left in the game. And media timeout to talk things over. Fantastic second goal from Isaiah Thomas.
That's a tremendous solo goal from Isaiah Thomas, who takes on to 4 defenders, and then the keeper to have a great finish. Good effort from Isaiah Thomas. St. Louis Ambush is going to have to assess a lot of things as this goal comes in the fourth quarter and gives the Raptors a little bit of peace of mind as they're sitting on a 3-goal difference right now. We're probably going to see a St. Louis more offensive version as they need to cut this distance and try to get the result. While the Raptors are trying probably a more defensive point of view to defend their lead and secure the result.
Now, looked like he was able to take on 2 or 3 of St. Louis's players. Look at the energy differences between the two teams. I think those efficiency and substitutions that just play themselves out in the fourth quarter here, as you know how fresh you've been all game, really shows essentially. And then with Iowa able to keep St. Louis on the field defensively for as long as they did, I think that played a role there, and Isaiah Thomas able to get himself free there for the goal. We got another shot scoring low for Iowa Raptors. Again, I think adjusting well to a goalkeeper who has most of that goal covered with his size alone, where they just have to put it in the bottom corner or else it's going to get saved. Oh, cut in from Della Torre there. Good pressure from David Islas. Rukakiza covering there, playing back to the goalkeeper, who is the ball stolen in the middle. Iowa Raptors giving up a goal there, but they have that little buffer, right? It's 5-3 now. A little bit more dangerous, though. 2 goals, again, is not much in indoor soccer. Kind of like we were predicting here in the fourth quarter, there's definitely more goals to be had. Endemic to just the second game of a 2-game series, tired legs. So really both teams are going to be putting their best foot forward here, working as hard as possible, and trying to minimize those mental mistakes, as another one of those is made there where we lose possession right off the restart. Communication just seeming to break down a little bit. St. Louis hopefully can take advantage here.
Yes, Jake, as you were saying, there's a 2-goal difference, but there's also 7 minutes left of the clock. So that difference is not very big, and the Raptors need to start focusing on keeping this distance and trying to get some more. As Bobby Hurwitz finds Oquendo, who has time, and finds the back of the net. Oquendo scores his 2nd goal of today, assisted by Bobby Hurwitz.
Now that is a goal that St. Louis had been really dangerous at yesterday, is just scoring off the counter. As quick as this game is, opportunity on one end can actually spark an opportunity on the other end. Good defensive pressure there from Dawson Swearigan to prevent that shot from on top of the box from happening, and then poking the ball out to Bobby Hurwitz, who has great vision there to pick up Angelo Oquendo, breaking through the neutral into the offensive half and able to slot the ball nicely. I think the goalkeeper still got a touch on it, almost saved it, but just that little lift over the leg was able to get that goal scored. So lots of goals still left here. We have 6-3 with 6 minutes 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Our Raptors now keeping the ball, getting their substitutions in as Patrick Kelly cycles off. Nico Williams in. There, an errant pass led to a turnover here. Still able to get those changes in for Iowa Raptors. St. Louis bringing their goalkeeper up to break the yellow line. Plays the corner where there's an open forward. And ball cleared well. St. Louis keeping possession. Playing the ball into the corner and out of bounds. Looked like a bit of trying to force the ball deep there. Again, the key here is in this quarter with your benches on the opposite sides. Can you wear down your opponent? Can you keep them on the field defensively and then take advantage?
With 6 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock, St. Louis really need to start finding their big players. They need to be able to connect with Anthony Gordon up top, who is like the power in the target. And Carides needs to be more precise with his passes out there. Interception by Nico Williams. Ball goes out of bounds. Checking in for the Raptors, Dawson Swearigan and David Lappin Islas. Islas pressing up to Carides, who has the ball against the wall. Carides maintains possession, and there's a foul call against the Raptors. Ball for St. Louis.
Now, there are not a lot of the other players in our league who are as good on the wall as David Islas is. Uses the wall to such an advantage there defensively, and just seemingly always comes out with the ball. Just one of those unique skills that you see in arena soccer. Ball again trying to find the forward there, who collects, tries to cut it along the boards there. Good opportunity made out of very little space there from St. Louis, but snuffed out from Hawken and covered well defensively by the Iowa Raptors. And throw up the field is won by St. Louis, who forces Iowa Raptors forcing a turnover there. Now, are they going to choose to keep the ball here and make St. Louis run defensively? Good ball across to break that immediate pressure. St. Louis cheating a couple guys up the field, leaving a one-on-one on the edge. And Angelo almost punishing with a shot to the near post, just barely missing high. Patrick Kelly there, using his head to play the ball back to Hawken. Iowa Raptors looking to get their substitutions in. Bobby Hurwitz just onto the field And let's see how long he stays, and he's off the field. Sometimes with some key players there like Bobby Hurwitz, he's going to want to spend his time a little bit more offensively than he will defensively, and you'll see those kind of specialized changes happen. Now St. Louis has come onto the field with a 6th attacker. Something they still have to consider, though, is that extra 6th attacker is still a goalkeeper, right? So there's a limited number of times that goalkeeper can get the ball at his feet until he passes the halfway line, which is why that penalty was just called on St. Louis. So bit of not knowing the rule or remembering the rule there. Doesn't necessarily cost St. Louis, but with only 4 minutes, 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter, it could be a costly error as Iowa Raptors have a chance to, again, possess that ball with their benches on the opposite side, wear out the St. Louis defense, and after a certain point, they might not be able to press again.
Well, Cole, top of the box for the Iowa Raptors after a mistake of playing the possession back to the keeper second times, and this can be part of the frustration of St. Louis as the time is running out and the difference still of 3 goals. Checking in back for the Raptors for the power play, we have goalkeeper Hakumutis as they're like Pat Kelly, Anthony Della Torre, Chase Peterman, Bobby Hurwitz, and Ricardo Avalos. St. Louis getting ready with a 3 defenders wall. 2 defenders open, trying to defend the open players for the Raptors. And what a comeback it has been for Angelo Quendo, returning to the roster and scoring 3 goals in this game. St. Louis is calling, talking to the refs. They were not happy with the call of this power play, so the game is momentarily stopped as we prepare to continue.
So St. Louis will still have 5 on the field here with a goalkeeper, but not having their 6th attacker try to defend this shot, opting for their normal goalkeeper here to prevent that extra goal from coming in. And then when St. Louis wins the ball, they're going to try to have that 6th attacker swap on with the goalkeeper as they'll have the ball on offense. Okay, we have an official's timeout on the field. I think they're discussing possible situation here. So referees discussing that call there as there was an extra pass back to the 6th attacker before he had crossed the halfway line. Referees trying to determine where that ball possibly should be placed, if it's top of the box or if it's a spot foul from where that pass had taken place. But in the review process right now. A quick reminder about some of our fantastic sponsors that help put on, the soccer community, which is the Iowa Raptors here, as we have the wintertime months. Pretty cold outside, but warm inside in the Alliant Powerhouse Arena. We have Unity Point Health of Cedar Rapids. We have Quantum Fiber, the Four Seasons Indoor Golf Facility, Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust, Van Meter, Double Z, who is also a meal sponsor for the team, who has some delicious food. Thank you for the meal last night in particular. Cancun, and Pitas as our banner sponsors here hanging above the floor, visible for all of our fans who have come in to see the game tonight and the one last night. Now Bobby Hurwitz choosing to try to get that ball stuck on the boards there as he was double teamed to try to win an opportunity just for a drop ball. Veteran move there. You won't see a ton of guys do that unless they've been in the game long enough to know the outcome. And there you go, Bobby Hurwitz collecting possession of the ball again, keeping the ball stuck in the corner there. running time off the clock. We're now down to 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chase Peterson looking to hit a shot there, well defended from St. Louis, who are dribbling up the near boards. Pressing the ball well. And there is a close call with the boards. The foul happening close enough to the boards where it's a dangerous opportunity. Now, if tired legs and cool heads can prevail, Iowa can try to break out there, forcing a ball down the boards, off the near boards. Hakan with a big save there, snuffing out that opportunity. So possibly not the best decision to play down the near boards as quickly there. Could have been a blue card as well, so kind of a tough situation there. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Iowa Raptors trying to defend a St. Louis corner, who have brought on their 6 attackers, so they have numbers here. Shot away, saved well off the line from Chase. Good shot to the back post, saves from Hakan. 6th attacker recycling to the top. Now St. Louis again has this extra field player, that is the 6th attacker in the black shirt, who is their goalkeeper, but they're choosing to play a field player to try to get a couple goals back, as again we are 6-3 left, 3 minutes 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Again, ball off the near boards, defended well from Angelo. Iowa Raptors now breaking forward. St. Louis kind of cheating defensively, still able to win it back though. Very good job from St. Louis. Getting pressed, is the turnover going to happen? And he gets it to the other side. Big pass across. And good head back to Hakan.
Hakan, who has had a tremendous performance today, making some saves that could count even as goals. He finds Nico Williams, who couldn't keep possession, and there's a push against the wall. No foul call by the ref. Pairs with the ball, finds Caritas. Caritas push up, ball retrieved by Peterson. Peterson switch it up to Bobby Hurwitz. Hurwitz under pressure, finds Hakun Utesh, plays it back to Kelly, and ball goes out of bounds.
It's just a tough ball there to handle. I don't know what Pat Kelly could do about that other than try to keep it in bounds. But St. Louis able to pressure a little bit and win the ball back. Again, 6th attacker on the field. And ball shot high and wide. Iowa Raptors looking to get their subs in for some fresh legs. Now we are about 2 minutes, 18 seconds left. That sub could prove very useful here to finish out the game with some fresh legs. All right, St. Louis pumping the ball up into the neutral zone, bringing their team forward. Again, 6th attacker now moving to the left side. He had started on the right side, but I think maybe wanted to try him out in a different spot. Iowa Raptors now looking to set up in a zone where Angelo Oquendo is kind of shutting off one of the sides to force the ball wide. Their 6th attacker now committing deep in the zone. Ball across the box. Good block from Nico Williams there. Ball still in play. Angelo Oquendo taken down in the middle of the field. That should be and is a blue card, which does a good job of stopping the counterattack, but that might steal off the game as Iowa Raptors are up 6-3 with 1:40 left in the game. 2-minute penalty down a man is going to be tough to come back from.
Tough decision from Torellini because he had to stop him. If not, that was going to be a goal for sure. No keeper. Angelo Oquendo with space. It was one of those necessary fouls in soccer to prevent a goal. But yeah, leaving the team with with 4 to finish the game, it's gonna be tough, especially with the lead that the Raptors have right now. Them having to trail. They make some substitutions. Gordon coming in. Hurwitz with the ball. Hurwitz the move. Switch it up. Finds Oquendo. Oquendo back to Kelly. Kelly to Hurwitz. Hurwitz back to Kelly. Kelly finds space. He finds Oquendo. Breaking the line to Bobby. Finds De La Torre. Takes a shot, and it's a goal.
Fantastic goal there from the Iowa Raptors. Now, They did not have to score that at all. That was something where they could have just ran the game out there with 2 minutes left in the power play. But a goal doesn't hurt, going up 7-3. You know, and I think if the opportunity's there, you kind of just go for it. Good finish from De La Torre there. Tony putting the ball high up on the keeper with a good layoff there from, I believe, Nico Williams.
Also great ball movement from the Raptors, taking advantage of that extra player, always finding the space and making a beautiful goal finished by Anthony De La Torre, scoring his first tonight. San Luis back to full strength, playing also with the 6th attacker. Torellini is back on the field. Carides with the ball. Takes a shot and one more save by Kung Utes. Acrobatic shot from Perez. Again Utes, and he's going to keep that ball. He's been amazing tonight. And he finds Bobby Hurwitz. Couldn't find the net, but the ball is retrieved by Avalos. Avalos finds Hurwitz. Torellini wins that ball back to ambush. Perez pushes up. Austin with the ball. Back to Carides. The whole team of ambush right now in the Raptors quarter. Sorry, half. Loose ball, but it's retrieved by Hakun Utes one more time. As we're in the last 10 seconds, Utes is going to play it long. Ball by Avalos. Avalos take it to the corner. And that will be game over. Raptors win tonight here in Cedar Rapids. Thank you so much for coming to support. Thank you for streaming live. Thank you to all sponsorships. And join us at Double C's for the after game party.
Thanks for joining us here. Hope everyone has a happy holidays. Drive safe on the road. And thanks for joining us as we see a 7-3 win from the Iowa Raptors, who now have tied the series with St. Louis 1-1. Till we meet again, I'm Jake Johnson.
And I'm Carlos Taylor.
Have a great night.